Jai Gurudev, Day 2 of the book Super Science of Gayatri. Manifestation of Gayatri by Brahma. Brahma is the super divine creator of all. No sooner did the urge of creation arise in Brahma, a vibration was created which is known as Shakti, energy of power. This Shakti manifested as Jad, inanimate, and Chetan, animate objects of creatures. The inanimate creatures is governed by a material nature Prakriti, and the animate creation is governed by Chitta Shakti, which is known as Savitri. It has been described in the scriptures that in the beginning of creation, a lotus flower rose from Vishnu's navel. Brahma, the creator, originated from this lotus flower. From Brahma, Savitri was created, and through the union of Brahma and Savitri, all the four Vedas came into existence. Knowledge of all kinds originated from the Vedas, and thereafter Brahma created this material world comprising of 5 elements. The secret behind this allegorical description is that from the interior or center of the uninvolved, invariable, absolute divine being, a lotus flower came into existence. According to the scriptures, in the beginning of the creation, the supreme absolute willed to get himself multiplied. Ekoham bahusyam. This willed vibration arose from the focal point and blossomed in the form of a lotus flower. Brahma, who is said to be born of lotus flower, is one of the 3 basic manifestations of absolute divinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, symbolizing creation, nurture and dissolution respectively. The firstborn of the triple divinity had to be Brahma, the creator, as creation precedes nurture and dissolution. Brahma started his work and created 2 kinds of creation, Chaitanya, animate, and Jad, inanimate. All living beings have desire, ego, consciousness, fall under Chaitanya creation. This is an independent creation which is known as Pranmay Kosh of the universe. Chaitanya element pervades the entire universe and is known as the Pran. Ideas, wills and emotions are 3 attributes of Pran Tattva which constitute the 3 coverings, bodies of the soul, astral, causal and physical. All living beings owe their consciousness and existence to this Pran Tattva. For creating Jad, inanimate creation comprising matter, Brahma created 5 elements, Panch Bhut, that is earth, water, air, fire and ether. The atoms of the entire material nature manifest as solid, liquid and gas. This vast expanse of the nature in the form of rivers, mountains, earth, etc. play of atoms of these 5 elements. Physical bodies of all living beings are also constituted by these 5 elements of nature. There is activity in both these creations. In Chaitanya creation, it is seen in various activities in the form of ego, determination and inspiration. In Jad creation, the form, color, shape, etc. of different objects are formed and dissolved on the basis of vibration energy. The basis of Jad creation is an atom and the Chaitanya creation conscious will. Both these bases are superbly subtle and powerful. They are indestructible and they simply change their forms. In the emergence of Jad and Chetan creation, Brahma's powers of Chetna, consciousness, and Padarth, matter are functioning. Initially, need was felt for the power of will as without it, Chaitanya could not manifest. In the absence of Chaitanya energy, none could have knowledge about matter and it would have remained without any use. The utility of matter is the convenience of manifestation of Chaitanya. Therefore, Brahma initially created Chaitanya and discovered will for knowledge. In Puranic language, it can be said that Vedas or knowledge manifest first of all. The energies of conscious will Sankalpa, and matter, Padartha, are the two arms of Brahma, which the work of creation is accomplished. Since the former is animate, Chetan, it is also described as Brahma's wife. Gayatri, the source of occult powers. A devotee who attains the harmonized and transformed currents of Sat, Raj and Tam of Adi Shakti Gayatri can easily get spiritual, mental and worldly happiness. The powers of Saraswati, Lakshmi and Kali are different. Yogis, spiritual seekers, philosophers, devotees who have realized the self adore the Hrim aspect of Divine Mother, Saraswati. Intellectuals, religious preachers, social reformers, businessmen, laborers, industrialists, socialists, communists, etc. are engaged in search of Shriram power of Lakshmi. Physical scientists are engaged in the investigation and worship of Kleem element of Kali. All these three categories of seekers are worshippers of one single emanation of Adi Shakti Gayatri. This Triveni fulfills all the three aspirations, namely spiritual, mental and physical. Mother does all the work of a child. She encourages the functions of a sweeper, cook, servant, tailor, washerwoman, watchwoman as and when necessary. Those who are able to establish a spiritual communion with Adi Shakti receive celestial boons from the omnipotent Divine Mother and are her ideal children. The root of all cause of human suffering is the world, is ignorance, infirmity and lack. These three kinds of sufferings can be removed by invoking the triple currents of occult powers of Gayatri. Hrim removes ignorance, Shrim removes lack, and Kleem removes infirmity. This super science of acquiring the most coveted bliss, which was discovered by the Indian mystics and yogis, is the greatest gift to humanity. This gift is also known as sadhana. Sadhana leads to siddhis, divine powers. Gayatri sadhana is the fount of miraculous divine powers. The next topic is activation of internal powers centers by Gayatri sadhana. The masters of Mantra Vidyalaya know the words are uttered by different parts of the mouth, such as throat, larynx, tongue, teeth, lips, and the root of the tongue. During speech, the nerve fibers of the particular part of the mouth from which sound emits stretch up to different parts of the body and put pressure on the corresponding glands. If particular glands of the person concerned are diseased or dysfunctional, he starts stammering while uttering the specific words. There are many large and small, visible and invisible glands in the body. Yogis know that some specific energies lie hidden in these glands. Shat Chakra, 6 energy center related to the Shushumana are quite well known, but there are several other glands in the body. The utterance of different words has its impact on different glands, and by such impact energy of these glands gets stimulated. Mantras have been composed on these bases. There are 24 letters in Gayatri Mantra which are related to 24 such glands located in the body. On getting stimulated, activated and awaken the powers of righteous wisdom. By uttering Gayatri Mantra, the sitar of the subtle Sushma body of the saadhak starts playing, tinkling at 24 points, sounding sound waves which impact important elements of the invisible world. It is the impact which becomes more and more pronounced and tangible through Gayatri Sadhana. The flow of sound of these 24 letters of Maha Mantra is of deep significance. The experts of science of sound know that the power hidden in sound and the results which can be achieved by its subtle vibrations. Sound is synonymous with Brahma. It is Brahma from which the original first created vibration issues forth, resulting in 7-time chanting of Om. Just as the pendulum of a clock keeps on moving by swinging to and fro, in the same way the sound waves of Om create vibrations which regulate this creation. Later, three main waves of Sat, Raj and Tam relating to Hreem, Shreem, Kleem elements respectively flow in this current. It is further divided into branches and sub-branches which are known as the Bij Mantra. The letter, words and clauses of Gayatri Mantra have been seen by a seer vision and emanate from the unified field of creative energy arranged in a specific and special sequence and interrelationship. Chanted with deep devotion, they plug the saadhak's soul into the supreme and inexhaustible fount of spiritual energy. Singing of Deepak's rag lights up extinguished lamps. It starts raising when Megh Malhar tune is sung. The melody created by playing flute makes the snakes wave their hoods in synchronity. Deer get swooned and cows start yielding more milk. The wobbling of cuckoo incites passion. Even strong iron bridges may collapse by the sound created by the in-step, coordinated and rhythmic marching of a troop soldiers. The army is therefore forbidden to march rhythmically in step while crossing a bridge. Dr. Hutchinson of America has achieved a success and fame in curing several patients from incurable and painful diseases by different musical sounds. In India, tantrics keep a thali, a large metallic plate, on a pot and play it in a special rhythm and are capable of curing persons bitten by poisonous snakes, scorpions, etc., and those suffering from thyroid goiter, visual poisonous creepers, ghosts and mania, etc. The vibrations of a specific sound spread in the ether and attract atoms of similar type and return to their origin within the 2 moments, duly charged with appropriate energy which exercises curative impact in the appropriate area. This is how mantras accomplish miraculous effects. The chanting of the Gayatri Mantra activates the network of nerves in the mouth and stimulates specific glands. No sooner do they get stimulated, a Vedic symphony is created which spreads in the ether, takes a round of the universe, coming back to the source with its energy augmented manifold, capable of fulfilling the desired purpose. Gayatri sadhana thus becomes a spiritual as well as a material boon for the sadhak. The factor which makes Gayatri Mantra extremely potent is the sadhak's confidence coupled with faith. Psychologists are well acquainted with the power of self-confidence. Instances have been cited in several of my books and articles to prove that only on account of imaginary fear, people meet untimely death and persons who were almost dead got a new life on account of faith and confidence. Tulsidas has in his Ramayana compared faith and confidence to Bhavani and Shankar and stated Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwas Rupino. It is the faith which has the power to turn a bush into a ghost and a rope into a snake and an idea